Regardless, I'm happy to have you here. Today we're taking a look in the same figure line as Amuro from the last video. We're taking a look at Char Aznable here from the Gundam Military Generation Collection in his normal suit, as I recently learned they're called, rather than just a spacesuit. Got the Gundam logo there, the Bandai Namco logo there. They have the Zeong here, his final mobile suit in the main show, as far as I remember. I hope I'm not getting that wrong, that'd be embarrassing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because there's that iconic shot of our friend here without a head, shooting straight up. And it's actually at the head of this guy, and that's kind of how that show ends until the movie. Anyway, back to the figure here. It's the number 10, Char Aznable by Mega House. See, it already looks like he's excited to come out there. Again, just like Amuro, comes with the figure, the helmet, the faceplate that replaces this, and some spare hands that look like they're just like Amuro's where they open, and then some trigger hands. Yeah, absolutely. Looks great. Take a look at the back here. Because this was the image, if you did see my last video, that I figured out. The helmet on these guys, actually, it comes off, but the other one you can kind of see has, this one as well, has his face in there, where you can see that. And I just sort of blindly assumed that it didn't come out, but it turns out it does. And he can just hold his helmet and look all regal and menacing. I really do love that look. While his normal outfit is iconic and awesome, I just thought it'd be really cool where I was going to display them next to their mobile suits. That it would be cool if they looked at least for Amuro, how he looks when he pilots it. I know Char is a bit of a tryhard, and just goes in his formal military gear, but I think this looks really cool. Okay, just like the back of Amuro's box, you can't read anything. Well, I can't. So I'm gonna read you what the website listing says. The Gundam Military Generation GMG series highlights soldiers, weapons, and vehicles from the world of Mobile Suit Gundam. The 10th entry in the GMG collection features the Red Comet himself, Char Aznable, in his normal suit. His distinctive helmet can be displayed with or without the visor, and an unhelmeted head is also included, allowing you to choose the look you prefer. Pair him with your Zeon soldiers or your own mobile suits to recreate the gallant figure of this ace pilot in action. Standing approximately 4 inches, 10 centimeters tall, this fully articulated figure offers impressive posability in a compact size, ideal for both display and play. Additional information, just like Amuro, it's a pre-painted figure with accessories, approximately 100 millimeters. Okay, so now that that's all out of the way, let's take this out. I learned in the last video that there's those extra guys on the bottom, and you run a knife along all the plastic, and this just slides out nicely, which is really cool, because if you wanted a terrifying image of the Zeong with a lot of blank space, you could use that. We will set that to the side next to our other two friends there. What I did learn last video is that if you're not careful, this guy is like a ticking time bomb. I cut all this tape loose, and when I went to open it, it just exploded. It was everywhere. So, and while I do appreciate the phenomenal packaging on Bandai part, I mean, it might be my accent. I'm not 100% sure on what the correct way. I've always just said Bandai because I'm from the Midwest. It felt like maybe if I'm careful. Oh, okay. We're making good progress. Okay. I don't know about you guys. Okay. Man. I can't believe I had such a struggle with that last one. Compared to this, I would say they spring-loaded that box. I mean, it just absolutely exploded. So, I at least can take you guys through the ride of organizing on this one. Because last time I just did it off camera since it was cleaning up a whole explosion aftermath. Beautiful. Set those there. Thank our friend for not exploding on us. We do appreciate that. Got a couple open hands here. Looking great. It is kind of funky. I don't know. Take a look at our guy. I don't know if it really shows, and I feel like that does look fairly color accurate, to where it's almost like a greenish gray, and it does look really cool. It's like I mean, you can kind of tell compared to his head strap from his goggles, which are a great color of gray. This is kind of just like yeah, I don't know how else to say other than like a greenish gray. I like it. It's something different. Stands out. That head sculpt again is phenomenal. Looks like this one, he's a bit looser, but not the biggest deal. I'm not going to be running him around or doing anything crazy. He just needs to sit and look good on a shelf with his Zaku and all the other sets I have of him. Char is just a really cool villain, and just iconic character design compared to his normal attire in the show. This may even look a bit boring, but I just think for the kind of style that I wanted to do it in, I think this is perfect. So there's Char, the figure, same points of articulation. Looks like he's got that, swivel wrists, turns, double jointed at the elbows. I believe that's what that's called. Forgive me, action figure YouTube. I remember I watched a lot of these as a kid, so I'm just trying to remember. Ball jointed, but then it also, there's another joint in there. What this is called, I cannot tell you. I apologize. It's got twisting there. I mean, that's just crazy. Just crazy. It's got a bend. See a twist there. That guy moves. Legs are nice and tight. Knees. The feet go around. And that's a heck of a toes. Yeah, that is crazy. But you love to see it. Okay. Char, you stay there. Here's your missing head and helmet. Yeah, looks pretty sharp. You know, I couldn't tell you if the battle damage on there is kind of supposed to be there, but we're gonna say it's supposed to be, at least on this one. But hey, I mean, the one with the visor doesn't have it. That looks cool. Hey, you know, get it for cheap on eBay and cheaper, and you take some risks, but yeah, still looks great, So, just like on the other one, he has a bit of a fancier helmet on this one with the pointy head. So I don't want to damage that or anything, but get him out of there. Maybe show his, he also has a very butchered flat top. You know, what can you do? We gotta talk to whoever is the barber for these guys. That is for darn sure. Something, look at that. Cut way too close to his head. Way too close. Okay, yep. So, got a little distracted there. Forgive me. The helmet here with the mask. We'll get that on. That looks sharp. That looks sharp. Just really cool looking. We'll pop our guy's head off here. Sorry. You're a great guy. Kinda. And there again with the kind of loose head, but as long as he can kind of just pose, look menacing. He's got a heck of a slouch there, so I apologize to him for that. But you can see here he's got his fists. Both hands have fists. It's nice that they give you the option, even though I would assume he's probably right-handed. They give a option for a holster hand for both, so maybe he's able to steal another character's laser gun, double fist him. So we'll actually maybe we'll keep him with the fist, because we already showed for Amuro they have the open-handed option there, which is good to have. But we will put that balled fist back in there and make him look evil, because I did. Man, I like those poses on the box. They were sharp. But just to show, again, looks like it's a pretty similar style of gun. We actually have him here to compare. Actually, I am wrong. Here's Char's and here's Amuro's. You can see there's a difference in the style. I would say this definitely, Char's here, it looks a lot more kind of like regal, versus this is like military grade, so I would say that suits. Sorry, Amuro, you take a rest, my friend. Well earned. So, here we go. Let's pop it in here. Pop it back in there. Yeah, it's not the most accurate way to shoot there, Char, but it does look cool. It's like squaring up a little bit. Ready to punch you. Shoot you. Yeah, but that looks awesome. Wobbly head aside. Guess that's just something for you guys to know. If you do decide to get the figure, you could have wobbly head, but I do have enough stuff here to tighten some joints if I need to. I've had to do that on a few of my model kits. They're not always, you build them wrong or something, work on them a little bit too hard, and then when you go to move their head, it's kind of like that, or you go to move their arm and it won't move, so it's actually kind of cool. I don't know if I have any here, but there is a fancier way to do it, but you essentially just pop the joint off here, and then you put just the smallest little bit, at least you start small, of super glue on there and kind of let it crust up, and then once that has hardened, it's just less space for the other side of the ball joint to roll around, so it just ends up being a bit tighter. So that's pretty sharp. Looks like, unlike Amuro, he doesn't come with a holster, so he's got to hold his gun always, otherwise he's dropping in. But, I mean, man, look at those guys. That is just so cool. So cool. If we go, pop this off here. Pop that in there. Get it back on there. Just compare them without the helmets on. Sorry for beheading you. I have a new head for you. You thought you were safe because this isn't even your video, but sorry, we need to make a comparison for the good people. So, here's our two guys. We got Amuro Ray, Char Aznable, Mortal Enemies. Yeah, that is just awesome. These are great figures. I'm very happy with it. I think it'll look really great. You can see here, this is a high grade Gundam, and I mean RX-70. It's a pretty standard size, so you can kind of see a size comparison. So yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today. Appreciate you stopping back or stopping by for the first time. I'm gonna have a lot more to show you. Maybe I'll show my build as I kind of progress through it, and maybe just do some voiceover, because I think it's tough, unlike Legos, where it can be a very long process. I mean, some of my kits I've spent weeks on and off, you know. So maybe I'll just do a build diary or kind of show you through the builds that I have done, because with most builds I try and do a little bit of customization, to kind of give you a little sneak preview here. I mean, you can see on something like this, that like in here I painted that black just for some extra depth. I believe I also actually painted those. I painted those spots right there, just so it didn't look so blue, because yeah, I believe this whole piece was just solid blue, so I wanted it to look kind of like the other shoulder, and shoot, it looks so solid I forgot about it. But yeah, every kit I do gets some kind of decal and panel lining. I mean, I know, depending on the kit, of course, you can do, I mean, all the extra decals and stuff, but I don't know, sometimes I do just like how it looks with the main unit numbers on there, and just not going too overkill. But we'll save them for another, show them off a little bit more later. But for now, we are very glad to have you here, and hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping.